Alright, hey guys, it's me, GU, and I'm just wanting to let you know this is basically custom season news as of day before the two divisional round games, I think, because I'm gonna be hanging out with my friends tomorrow. My friend tomorrow, so I might be able to do maybe the two divisional games, and then yeah. So obviously, I'm going to show you the standings. I'm going to show the final standings, even though they're practically outdated since the wildcard rounds are done. But I'm going to show you the standings. And yeah, so here are the standings for the NFC North. Oops, that's my bad. These are the standings for the NFC North. The Y means they clinch the division, and the Z means playoff berth. Y equals they clinch wildcard. Z means they clinch the playoff berth, which is like 5th and 6th seed. X means they clinched a division round spot. So those are the standings for the NFC North. The NFC South standings are right here. See, is the Buccaneers. They beat the Saints in week. I don't know why this keeps unfocusing. You guys not see that? Well, I don't know. It says okay. It's like focus, not focus. Alright, it says so here are the standings. See the Buccaneers. The only reason why they make the playoffs. It's because they beat the Saints the last week. I'll also show the wildcard scores. Here are the NFC East standings for the 2019 custom season. It says that the Redskins went. There we go. Focused. Giants with the lowest record of the league by a long shot. Here comes the NFC West standings. I see there, Cardinals. Only want to make the playoffs because the Lions beat the Rams earlier in the season, and since they ended up in the same record, the Lions make the playoffs, Rams don't. And the only reason, and you might say, well, the Rams have a higher record than the Buccaneers. Why are the Buccaneers making it? Because the Buccaneers won their division. That's the reason why the Buccaneers have made it. Here are the wild card playoff games. As you see here, I forgot the OT for the first game. It ended in OT, 20-17. Lions came back from a 17-7 deficit, and the Eagles basically just led the whole game against the Vikings. Now, as we go to the AFC playoffs, here are the AFC playoffs. See here, not AFC playoffs, AFC North. See the Browns at 16-0, going the undefeated, and yeah, even without Curtis Kelly for 2 weeks, around the time of the Browns Redskins matchup, they still were able to pull through. So it proves that they have a well-organized defense and a well-organized offense. Ravens barely make the playoffs at 11-5. Bengals had a tie, go 9-6-1, and the Steelers go 8-8. Yeah, very unlikely with the Steelers for the third year in a row. Here comes the AFC South standings. Jaguars will win from 11-5 record. They had barely anything going on with them in the last half of the season. Had a chance to go at least 14-2, go 11-5, blow all those games. Colts go 10-6 and barely make the playoffs as well at the 6th seed. Texans go 8-8, don't make it. And the Titans go 7-9 and also don't make it. I'm only saying these because I want to. AFC East. Why is this not focusing? That should be better. See, the Patriots only want to make the playoffs, as them going 12-4. Bills go 9-7. Dolphins went 8-8. Jets also having that tie with the Bengals, go 7-8-1 and last. So basically, that season proved, the last season, 2018, proved that their playoff season from last season was a fluke. In AFC West, the Chargers go 12-4, making the wild card round. The Broncos and Chiefs. Broncos second because they beat the Chiefs in their last game. Go 9-7. Chiefs go 9-7. Raiders go 7-9. So they also had a 15-1 season last season, and they proved that was also a fluke. The wild card games for the AFC playoffs. Wild card for the AFC. Ravens demolished the Chargers 23-0 in the main game, and the Jaguars it was just a boring game off for the Jaguars, but the Jaguars were able to pull through, making a 13-3 win. It was 3-3 tied until the end of the fourth, and the Ravens, they just demolished all game. Defense was awesome. So I'm going to show you the playoff standings for both. See here. as we will play the Eagles Redskins 5th seed against 2 seed. This is a rematch of basically week 17. Eagles looking to get redemption for that heartbreaking divisional spot loss to the Redskins, and there will be the Lions against the Cardinals after that game near dinner time, after I have dinner. And after that, you will see here it will be the Jaguars against the Browns, as that will be the main game of the Patriots and Ravens facing off against each other for like a rematch in 2012. That will be the first game you will see after the NFC division. And so those are the that's so far the news over there. These are the predictions that my friend made. So the predictions for the NFC NFC playoffs, as you see here, he predicts that the Eagles will beat the Redskins 32-24 for the NFC divisional round for the first game. For the second game, he predicts the Lions will beat the Cardinals 24-17. You'll see a going out trend here with that number. He says the Patriots will beat the Ravens 36-24, and he says the Jaguars with Jason Campbell that barely even beat the Colts. He says that he's going to beat the Jaguars. Jason Campbell will come through and they will beat the Browns 24-16. For the NFC, he predicts that the Eagles will beat the Lions 36-20 against for the NFC Championship round, and the Eagles go after the Super Bowl. Who will they face against? It will be Patriots Jaguars. He didn't predict the score, so I predicted the score. But he did say Patriots will beat the Jaguars, and he wanted me to predict the score, so I said 45-35. And he guessed a random score. He didn't make a lot. So this is for 2019 custom season Super Bowl 54 Eagles Patriots. He says 25-16. Eagles will win, and the Eagles will be your 2019 Super Bowl champions. We get on to my games, however. In my prediction, we had 2 overtime games, as you see here. For the Eagles-Redskins game, the Redskins will beat the Eagles 27-21 in OT. The Redskins would basically have a 14-0 lead, going to be down 21-14 going into the third quarter. They tie it at the end of the third. No one scores in the fourth, and the Redskins score a touchdown in the first drive, and they win and go to the NFC Championship game. And the Lions will beat the Cardinals 13-10. Lions will have a 10-0 lead at the start of the half. Cardinals will come back for the whole second half to tie it 10-10, and then Glenn Higgins gets the field goal to win it. For the AFC division round, game number 1, I say the Ravens are going to beat the Patriots because the past 2 seasons, the Patriots haven't been looking good. They have not won a playoff game this custom season. I highly doubt they're going to beat this one. The Ravens, I think the Ravens winning against the Chargers, even though the Chargers aren't really a good team in Madden 13, and I haven't done any editing to them, I really think the Ravens are going to beat the Patriots 17-7 because the Patriots have not been doing good in the playoffs, at least in the past 2 custom seasons. They lost to the Jaguars in the division round, and then they lost to, I think the Raiders. I think the Raiders are also in the divisional round. Let me go check that real quick, though. So I'll pause. Yeah, they lost in the divisional round to the Ravens. To the Raiders. And now, this one might be surprising to you. You might be saying, well, the Browns are in 16-0, which is always a surprise. So you might think, oh, I'm a biased Cleveland fan. No, I'm not. I'm actually a Detroit fan. And from the way that the Browns have been playing with this custom season, they've been playing good, even though there has been created guys at 99 overall, which I will edit after this season. No guys, except for the guys that Madden says will be a 99 overall. Those are the only players that will be 99 overall. Basically, Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. I don't even know why they put Aaron Rodgers at a 99 overall for Madden 19, but whatever. The Browns beat the Jaguars, in my prediction, 31-3 to just dominate the whole game. Jaguars always scored a field goal to lead 3-0, and they scored a field goal in the Browns are leading 17-0. And it seems good for the Jags, but the Browns just hold them off. For the NFC Championship game, for the past 2 NFC Championship games, it's been Lions, Redskins, and the Redskins have won both of them. You might be thinking, well, you're thinking that the Lions are going to beat the Redskins. You're absolutely correct. If you thought I was going to predict the Redskins beating the Lions, you were absolutely wrong. I think the Lions, ever since our first episode on the custom season with the Lions beating the Redskins 38 to 1? Them beating 41 to 38. I think it'll be another close game. But once again, the Lions lead in this scenario. The Lions lead 10-0 going to half. No, they lead 14-0 going to half. The Lions then choke. No, that's in the first quarter. Second quarter will be 14-7. Third quarter, no one will score. And then nearly coming to the end of the fourth quarter, Redskins will have balls 14-14. Redskins will have a pick. Lions will return it down to around the 40. Glenn Higgins kicks the field goal near the end. Game over. And the Lions make the Super Bowl for the first time in franchise history. Then you got a division rivalry. Ravens, Browns. You might think, oh, the Ravens going to make their second Super Bowl. Because, yes, I have mentioned the Ravens did make the custom season Super Bowl last custom season. They lost to the Redskins. Will they make the Super Bowl again? I think the Ravens will be leading 26-31. They'll be trying to go for the 2-point conversion after they scored a touchdown while being down 20. How do you even get 26? How do you even get 26? How do I even get 26? Let's see, 21, 24. Well, they could get a safety. I'm going to go that they get a safety when it's like tied 24-24. So I'm going to go with that. But then the Browns comes charging back down 26-24. The Browns win with a game-winning touchdown, 31-26. Now, obviously, I'm a Lions fan. This is a close game for Super Bowl 54, and my prediction, Lions versus the Browns, the annual Detroit-Cleveland matchup that usually happens in the regular season, is now happening in the Super Bowl. Obviously, I'm a Detroit fan, so I should easily pick I'm picking the Browns for this one. The Browns have been playing amazing this year. It's going to be a close game, but Glenn Higgins chokes the field goal, and Cundiff doesn't, and the Browns will win off of a Bailey Cundiff overtime field goal. Oh yeah, what I'm saying about Glenn Higgins, the custom-created kicker for the Detroit Lions, basically goes ahead and chokes the overtime field goal for their first possession. No, for the second possession. I'm saying that the Browns will win the coin toss, they'll get stopped by the Lions, and then the Lions will charge on the field, looking for the field goal. Glenn Higgins misses. The Browns get another shot. The Browns score and Billy Cundiff scores. So yeah, the Browns for all this season have been playing very well, going 16-0. And the Lions went 11-5. I obviously don't think if this happened, if my prediction was correct, I don't expect the scores to be correct. I just did the scores for fun. But if this actually happens, where the Redskins beat the Eagles and the Lions beat the Cardinals, so it'll be Redskins, Lions, and then Ravens, Browns for the NFC Championship game, and Lions, Browns, and then it comes down to a close game, and then the Browns win. Now, obviously, I'd be surprised if the Browns win in a close game. I'd be surprised about that, because usually the Browns are a pretty good team. But the Browns now crushed. If the Browns crushed the Lions, I could see that, because the Browns have been doing pretty well. And by this thing, even though Cleveland and Detroit had a face-off in the regular season, the Cleveland Browns just demolished the Lions 38-10. It's not a good day for the Lions, but they still make the playoffs. And the Lions, they make it a close game this time, but the Browns don't let the Lions score. So I hope you guys enjoyed this prediction /news episode. And I'll see you guys next time.